Look, we don't ask for much. Just be prepared, come to class ready to learn, care about your fellow Sharks, and make the most out of your 4 years at Santiago High School. That's all we want. You're an incoming freshman? No, you're more than that. You're a Shark. You're an upperclassman? Good. Now show them how it's done. And that's why it's bigger than our 3,800 students. It's 166,000 community members standing behind you. It's the over 15,000 proud alumni repping the teal and black everywhere they go.
Bryce Terang, a shortstop from Santiago High School.
Santiago High School is more than a location on a map. We're a Rose Parade marching, championship winning, AP passing, academic leading, Black Sea rocking, gold ribbon receiving, CTE pathway paving, innovative pushing type of school. So be all in. Give high school everything you have. Don't hold back. Every inch, every ounce. For every past, present, and future Shark. You only experience high school once, and all we want for you is everything.
You know, one of my favorite things about Earth Day is that it starts a bigger conversation. We begin to look at our environment, look at our community, and see the ways that we can have an impact. Have you ever looked around the cafeteria after lunchtime? Or looked in the stands after a football game and just noticed all the trash lying around? You know, I don't think we understand the lasting impact we're having on our schools and in our own community. And I don't think we do it on purpose. I just don't think we're paying attention. I don't think we always pay attention to the environmental or social needs around us. It's like we almost expect someone else to take care of these things for us. I want to tell you a story about how I got immersed with the bigger picture. It was my freshman year of college. I grew up in a small little community. I moved to a big city. My first day of school, my college basketball coach, he kind of just asked what I wanted to study. What did I want to major in? And I told him I just wanted to help people. He looked at me and said, if you want to help people, you follow me. He took me underneath a bridge, and underneath this bridge was a community of just homeless people. Tons and tons of people just living in tents, sleeping on the ground, sleeping on tarps. And I looked around, and this wasn't something I'd seen before. This wasn't the world that I grew up around. And I looked at that and thought, how can I possibly have an impact? I struck up a conversation with one of the men that lived under the bridge, and he told me the thing that he needed most was socks. You know, I was confused. I didn't understand why he needed socks. But then he took off his boot, and I saw his feet. And his toenails were black, and his feet had completely rotted, and basically he'd been wearing the same pair of socks for months at a time, and that was when I realized how important even a pair of socks were. You know, I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't even have that many socks, but I had access to socks because I played sports in college, and so I just took socks that I could get under the bridge and basically just started helping people. And it was under that bridge that I think my eyes opened and I became more aware. So now every time I go under an overpass, I can't help but look and pay attention to how many sleeping bags I see. Every homeless person I see on a street corner or I meet underneath a bridge, the first thing I do is look at their feet to see if they need new socks. You know, I call it my overpass awareness. It's like my eyes have been opened to this concept of what do the homeless people in my community need and how can I help? You know, the other day I got to give something away as simple as a hot dog. I saw a homeless man and we were, you know, on a tour giving away hot dogs to homeless people, and I handed this man a hot dog, and it was just me and him, and said a couple words to him, told him I hope he has a great day, and I walked off. And when I got back in the bus, I turned and looked, and this man was standing there praying over this hot dog. And it wasn't a little thing. I mean, he stood there for a while and he prayed and he was just so thankful for something as simple as a hot dog. And it wasn't, you know, this earth-shattering thing that I gave away, but to him, it was world-changing. And it was in those moments that I realized how important it is just to give simple things away. You know, and it was a special thing that he and I shared. It wasn't this big, massive thing that we did. You know, I don't always get it right. The other day I went to throw away some trash from my car and I missed the dumpster. And as I was driving off, this man came out screaming at me, telling me not to, you know, throw trash in his community, that he lives here. And all I could say when I looked at the man was, I live here too. You know, I'm thankful that that man called me out. I'm thankful that my coach took me under a bridge and showed me where homeless people live. I'm grateful that they showed me that even doing something simple can have a big impact on my community. And I think for a lot of you guys, when you find that thing that you're passionate about, that thing that you believe in, and you want to have an impact on your community, a lot of times what happens is you get bummed because hundreds of people don't show up to help you. And oftentimes I've realized it's more important to serve your community with a couple close friends than it is to have a ton of people there. You know, sometimes we get disappointed in who doesn't show up. I think it's more important to be excited for who does. You know, I think it starts at home. Clean up after yourself. Don't expect your mom to do it for you. And when you're at school, pick up your trash in the cafeteria. Don't just expect your janitors to do it. And if you're at a football or a basketball game or a stadium, pick up after yourself. Around the community, if you see a homeless person, extend a helping hand. If there's trash on the side of the road, pick it up. And being socially aware of the needs in your community, that's your responsibility. No one else is going to do that for you.
All right, so today's business calls for some investigating. Give me something.
All right, well, we got this video of these two kids copying homework.
Really, Katie? That's the best you got?
Yeah.
Okay, roll it.
Hey, did you do the homework?
Yeah, let me turn my AirDrop on.
Wow, they make it so easy with AirDrop these days. Shouldn't they know that academic dishonesty is...
Did you guys hear about the fight that happened last week? There's a video of them on Twitter.
What? What? You want to go? You want to go?
Wow, okay, that happened. They're gonna have a lot of makeup work to do when they come back from their 5-day suspension.
What about that one kid recording?
Oh, he's not off the hook either. He's got a 3-day suspension just for filming it and posting it. All right, whatever, let's just change the subject. What's next?
Hey, I see someone looking high-key says, not appropriate at all for real.
Oh, let's see it. I'm kind of curious.
Excuse me, young lady. Your shirt is not dressed up. It's showing your midriff and that's your dress.
Well, this is the style now. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow, breaking the dress code is no joke. They'd either be sent home or receive a Saturday school.
Hey, can we talk about this clip I found? It's real disrespectful.
Let's check it out.
Quiet down.
This me?
Kyle.
Here.
Morgan.
I look up here.
Evan. Joshua.
Here.
Braden. Hey, do you have a pass?
Does this look like a pass?
Dang, with his attitude, he was really asking for it. I bet he gets to Saturday school every week. Bet.
Oh my gosh, I love Chipotle. Chipotle is my life.
Dumb.
Anything else?
I think we should talk about what not to bring to school, like vapes, firearms, and knives.
Good thing you brought that up. Those are obviously not allowed on school campus.
I got some footage of these kids riding in a trunk. It's pretty hilarious.
Dumb. They really thought they'd get away with that?
Yeah, you know what the worst part is? Everyone, including the driver, loses their off-campus pass privilege.
Okay, what's next?
I got one. No explaining, just play.
Hey, yo, girl.
Wow, that's embarrassing.
Hey, but I mean, that's a perfect example of sexual harassment. He could really get suspended.
Yeah, you're right. We got time for one more.
Yeah, I have a clip. It's some shady business going on.
Got the stuff?
Yeah, consequences like that on campus are very serious, including the cops' involvement and expulsion. But other than that, I think we have all the rules for Santiago.
Responsibility. It's fairly simple. We're all given a set of tasks to do as part of our job, so it's only our responsibility to get them done, nobody else's. Of course, we want them done brilliantly. Average and mediocre are not standards that will impress our supporters or each other. So what goes with responsibility is an expectation that things are done to a certain standard, a brilliant standard. It's not just a matter of responsibility, it's the result that I achieve with that responsibility that really counts. So let me explain. I might have the responsibility of keys, but this won't be helpful if I lose them all. Equally, and a little closer to home, I can be a lifeguard, but I would be a little irresponsible if I did nothing when I saw that someone was drowning. So responsibility is not about the tasks that are given to me, it's about the standard to which I deliver them. Of course, we impress others even more when we do a little bit extra, go the extra mile, or peel the banana. Those things happen when we have a complete understanding of our role and we don't just see our job as a series of tasks, but we see it as an essential function, a cog or a wheel in the organisation that has a deeper purpose to achieve results or fulfil our mission. We appreciate the bigger picture and we use our initiative and we turn a good experience into a great one. That's responsibility.
Hey Sharks, we're spending time this week learning what it means to be a shark. And to be a shark, it's important to know what each letter stands for. Today's letter is S for show responsibility. Showing responsibility means simply doing the things we're supposed to do. It leads to greater trust and freedom because people know they can count on you. How does a shark show responsibility? You can follow directions in class and all over campus. You can wear your ID every day. You can clean up after yourself at lunch. And you can arrive prepared to be your best self every day. Remember, S is for show responsibility. Let's all work together to be a shark.
Hi Santiago students, this is Mr. Bond from the principal's office. Welcome to the 2018-2019 school year. Remember, everywhere you are in this community, you're always a Santiago Shark. So be a shark and have a great year.
Hey Sharks, welcome to the 2018-19 school year. I'm Coach Mitchell, I'm the proud athletic director here at Santiago High School, and we encourage everybody to come out and support their Sharks, whether it be on the court, in the water, or on a field.
Hey, what's up Sharks, and welcome back to your 2018-19 school year. I am Mr. Sampson, I am your activities AP, and this is your ASB.
Hey Sharks, we're the Associated Student Body, and we really just want to hear your guys' opinions to make Santiago as great as it can be this year. We really want to take input on rallies and really get spirit going this year. So if you have anything you want to share with us, please let us know so we can make Santiago as great as it can be.
We only go through high school one time, so make the best out of it. Go to the football games, be loud at the rallies, and get involved in your school.
Are you riding? Say you never leave beside me. Cause I want you and I need you.
Hey, yeah?
Anwar! Yo, the car! Anwar!
The car, get the car, Lele!